Hi folks, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm. Alright, so getting away from the video that I just did. So yesterday I told you guys that I DNF'd the 5th season for the reason I gave why I DNF'd it. And so I decided that I needed to get as far away from that particular experience as I could. And so, yesterday, I read and finished, same day. Oh, hold on a second. I I had it up because I was sleep. I was like, went to sleep. Battle of the Bookstores by Brady. And yes, I will say I enjoyed this book a lot better than the 5th season. I am not sorry to say that. Yeah. So, Battle of the Bookstore is about these two people, Josie and Ryan. I have to keep on saying it rhymes with Brian. Ryan, who are both in the same business. They're both independent book dealers. However, they're not owners of their prospective stores. So Josie and Ryan are both managers. They went up from the bottom and they became managers. And so there is one person who does own both. He owns both stores. His name is Xavier. Yeah, I know, like the X-Men. And he decides, in his grand wisdom, that he is going to combine both bookstores into one bookstore. So their carefully curated titles are about to go out the provable window. And so what ends up happening is they're in competition with each other on who can turn the more profit during the summer. And I will tell people before I continue on, this does have spice in it. But after the nonsense that I read from the 5th season, I needed this so bad. I needed to sanitize my brain from what I read by reading this. So, they have never really talked to each other. They have very different lives. For Ryan, he was a troubled kid, and he decided to walk into this woman's bookstore, the one that he manages, and he decided to do some damage to some of the figurines this woman had. Now, the woman that owned the store has passed away, so she's only mentioned in the book, but she's not alive. And so instead of calling the cops, or his parents, which would have been bad, she goes and says, I tell you what, I won't call the cops, I won't call your parents if you do this, this, and this for me. And what ended up happening was he ended up working there to repay the damage that he did. And as he started working there, he started to develop a love for not just literature, like romantic literature, but he actually opened a book and read it. But he also fell in love with the customers and the place, and he ended up working there for actual money during high school and college, which I thought was really cool. Josie has had a very bad relationship with her mother. Her mother did drugs and was dating scumbags, and she has a very negative view about relationships. So she's more into serious literature, like what people keep on talking about, what we consider serious literature. She is very anti-romantic bookstore. He has two cats, Hades and Persephone. And those two cats like to cause trouble. See, there was a wall between them and their targets, their new targets. Well, when the wall starts coming down, because this construction company comes in like they're supposed to, and their job is to knock down the wall to combine both stores into one space. And now the cats have a clear view, clear line to go into the next store and cause trouble. And boy, do they do that. I think it was Hades knocks over wine glasses and breaks a bottle of wine. And Josie thinks that he set them up to do it. Then you have the slut women, and she thinks that he sent them, but he has to tell her that they literally are in every book club in the city. It's hilarious. He had no hand in any of it. It was just things happened. I enjoyed the banter. It was great. Yes, the sex scenes were good. But overall, this was definitely a lot better. I was actually seeking out the physical copy of this book because I enjoyed it a lot, and I really didn't want to go on Amazon and, so, yeah. I enjoyed it. It was a lot better than fifth season. I will keep on saying that. Why do I keep on saying that? Because it's true. You can tell how old these two are. There's no, their age is up in there in the air and all that. Anyways, so I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. It was a great book. I highly recommend it, and I highly enjoyed it. Alright, so that is my video. I'm going to be sending this back to the library, and I will see you around. Bye, and keep reading those books.